and a pleasant afternoon. Welcome to Cookeville, Tennessee.
The Golden Eagles take the win in game number 1.
In this second game, it was all about the pitching as won 11 of 13.
B-Tech's 19th win of the year.
And that does end the ball game, with the Golden Eagles winning 10-2.
All the months of waiting, the practices, the meetings. Season's finally here, though. It's got to be the most exciting time of the year, right?
It definitely is. It's what we work for all these months, all the hard work in the fall, all the weightlifting, things like that. It's what we prepare for and what we're really excited about.
Well, before we get into this year, let's talk about last season. Tough non-conference schedule, slow start, but you guys turned it on down the stretch, going 13-3 in the final 16 games. A lot of the core returns. Do you think there's any momentum based on last year going into this season?
Oh, absolutely. I think a lot of the momentum is with us, and honestly, talking with a lot of the conference schools around the league, they were all pretty disappointed that we're returning a core group of girls. So I definitely think it's we're just excited to kick things off, and I think that last year the way we ended is definitely the way we're looking to start this year.
Well, more about the way you guys ended in the OVC tournament. Really impressive after a tough loss to Edwardsville. Really good pitchers to a 1-0 loss. Come back facing elimination, rally in the 6th inning against Martin, sets the stage against Jacksonville State on their home field. And you can write a book about that game. Down by 3, going into the 5th. They bring in the OVC Pitcher of the Year. 6th inning comes, the rain. 21 hours later, facing elimination, like we said, score 6 runs. Win the game 6-3. With so much of that core returning, what does that say about your team to come back the way you guys did?
It says everything about our character as a team. We were the team that never gave up. We were down quite a few times early in the season, and then obviously in the OVC tournament, but we had a bunch of girls who, they never said, die until the last out. And after that rain delay that we had, we had some meetings and had some girls step up and talk, and that's really what kind of led us, not only in the OVC tournament, really the last half of that season, is just we had some people step up and make up their minds that they wanted to compete, and you saw the results from that.
Well, a difficult ending to the OVC tournament. You win that game, unable to continue due to weather. First of all, how difficult was that? And coming into this year, is there a chip on your shoulder at all? Any extra motivation because of that?
We absolutely have a chip on our shoulder from last year. We felt like something was taken from us that we felt was ours. Were we able to continue that tournament? We had no doubt in our mind that we were going to win. And to have that taken away from you, especially for the seniors, that was probably one of the hardest things that I've encountered as a player or as a coach, is having your season end in such a way when you were on such a high. So yeah, we've definitely got a chip on our shoulder. We're ready to go out and prove to people that we were going to reclaim something that was taken away from us last year.
All right, well, let's look to this season now. Softball is such a unique sport in the way you guys have so many tournaments early on, a lot of games, short period of time, 5 non-conference tournaments, routinely playing 4 to 5 games in a weekend. What are the challenges with that, and how do you overcome those challenges?
I think some of the challenges with playing that many tournaments is, one is health, trying to keep people healthy, but it's also good because we have 5 pitchers on the staff, so it'll get us a lot of different looks, a lot of different combinations with pitchers. It'll get us a chance to see a lot of different pitching and really prepare us going into those 3-game and 4-game series that we have for conference.
Well, we discussed the core of this team a few moments ago. A lot of good returning offensive pieces. Angie Sakamoto, 8 home runs, led the team in runs batted in. Madison Taylor led the team in average, slugging percentage, on-base percentage. Courtney Fry, Alyssa Richards came on towards the end as well. What can you say about your offensive pieces that are returning?
I think they've only gotten stronger in the off-season. All of those girls worked really, really hard to up their game and work on some things that we had talked about at the end of season. So I'm really excited about the core group that we have returning. I think that it's going to be even better this year.
How about the newcomers? Nice blend of freshmen, also with some transfers. Sabri Neeb, who was a first-teamer in the Northeast Conference, comes in. You have an all-freshman in the conference in terms of Callie Kennedy from the Horizon League. What about these newcomers into this team?
I think they add just a little bit more depth. People, freshmen come in, they don't have any experience, and they add a little bit more experience, replacing, some of the seniors that we lost. So I definitely think having the newcomers come in is replacing some of that, and then, or the transfers, and then our freshmen, they just add to the depth of the team, and I look for all of them to make an immediate impact right away.
Well, let's talk inside the circle, and probably nobody better to talk to with the tremendous career you had at Tennessee Tech. When you talk about the pitchers for this team, I think the conversation has to start with sophomore Danielle Liberatore. Had a great freshman year. Down the stretch, went 10-1 against the OVC. How about her? How good can she be?
Honestly, I keep telling her every day that she should be breaking, every record here, and she's definitely got the potential for that. She works hard. She knows her spin. She's very competitive, which is great, and I think that's going to help her do some really great things. But she's overall, like I said, she should be, our #1 go-to.
Well, talk about the Ohio Valley Conference. You guys are picked preseason #6 in the 12-team league. A lot of really good arms in this conference. What's your assessment of the OVC?
I think we're definitely probably we're good on pitching, but I think offense is our strongest point. So you have to have good pitching in order to keep up with the offense in this conference. There's definitely some good pitchers. The Eastern Kentucky pitcher, to name one, is just an outstanding person that we're going to have to face and battle with. But overall, I think the conference is more offensive driven, so that's why our pitchers have to be that much better.
All right, lastly, finish this sentence. The Golden Eagles will have success in 2015 if...
That's a good question. Honestly, I think if everybody accepts their role, does their job, basically comes to the park with a great attitude every day, because our talent is there. And I think if we stay together as one team the way we finished off last year, we're going to be successful. We're going to see OVC championship, and we're going to see postseason.